good evening, and welcome back to my channel. If you have ever been here before, probably not, but that's okay. I deleted my previous videos because I wanted to start fresh. And this video is about me, 46 fun facts about me. Why did I choose 46? Because my age is 46, and that's the first fact. It might not be a fun one, but it is a fact. Number 2 is my name. My name is Deborah. Number 3, my nickname. I don't really have a nickname. My friends and family call me either Deborah or Debbie, and I did have a nickname in my previous workplace, and they called me Debbie the Diva. Not because I'm demanding, but it was more about me being confident in knowing what I want, what I don't want, and what I liked and what I didn't like, and also feel confident enough to voice that. So they lovingly called me Debbie the Diva. Number 4, hobbies. I don't really have hobbies. Well, that's not completely true. I do have a hobby. My hobby is going to concerts, and the last concert I've been to was The Rose. They are a Korean rock band. Loved it. And before that, I went to see Eric Nam here in Dublin. I haven't been going to many concerts lately because I've been really busy with my businesses and also with my studies, because if you know anything about me, you'll know that I love to study. But I love going to concerts. So that is a hobby, yes. I like to read. I haven't been reading as much, but I love to read. I like going to the park. There's a beautiful park here where I go and have a walk, or I sit and meditate. And I have 2 favorite spots where I sit and I overlook the water, or I'm up a bit up higher where there's like trees surrounding me, and those are my 2 favorite spots to meditate. I do like watching dramas, in particular Asian dramas. I love Asian dramas. That's all I've been watching for the last few years. I have watched a few Western ones, but my favorites are definitely Asian dramas. And with Asia, I mean Chinese dramas, Korean dramas, Thai dramas, Taiwanese dramas. I think that's mostly Japanese dramas as well. That's what I mostly watch when I have some spare time. Number 5, my favorite book. I don't currently have a favorite book. No, that's not true. I do actually. One moment. I have read this book, Diary of a CEO, and out of all the books that I've read lately, this is definitely my favorite one because there are so many tips in here. I've learned a lot from this book. I've underlined a lot in this book. And a funny story is in my workplace, they had, it's from Stephen Bartlett. They had him over for a fireside chat. And I have his first book, The Happy Sexy Millionaire. And he came for the fireside chat. I brought my book with me, and I sat in the audience and I was waiting for it to finish so that I could ask him to sign my book. Now, when it was finished, we all went downstairs, and I went there with my book, and they were giving this one away for free because I hadn't bought it yet. And so I'm waiting there with these 2 books, and I thought when he comes out, I'm gonna ask him to sign the first book. But then at one point, one of my colleagues was like, "Y'all need to leave. There's too many of you here. He's not gonna sign any books." But he was in his room, and there was only one exit. So I thought, should I stay or should I go? But I decided to go back to work. After work, I left the office, and we have 2 buildings. So I left the office, and I'm walking towards the bus, walking happily. And I look to my right, and I see him inside the other office. And I thought, this is perfect. There's like no one around. He was doing an interview, but there were like 3 people around him, the cameraman and 2 women. So I go inside and I signal, I think, his assistant, and I'm like, "Can he sign my book?" And she's like, "Yes." So I waited for him to finish, and I of course, I went up to him and I introduced myself. and I asked him to sign my book, and he did. And I didn't want to just have him sign my book and leave. So I asked him what is the most important skill or characteristic a new entrepreneur should have, and he said perseverance, because there will be times where you don't feel not motivated, but you feel like you're not getting ahead. You will get a lot of no's, you'll be tired, you'll feel like, why am I doing this? And those are the moments where you have to push through. So perseverance is the most important one, and I chose that as my word of the year, because every year I choose a word. Last year it was patience, because patience, I needed a lot of patience. And this year I actually chose 3, and that's perseverance, commitment, and discipline. And those 3 words keep me focused on my goal. But that was a fun story of how I got Stephen Bartlett to sign my book. Fact number 6, favorite movie. I have to think about that one because I've seen many movies and I love all types of movies. But to be really honest, when I thought about it, the movies I've seen the most, there are 3. One of them is Pride and Prejudice. I love that movie with this Mr. Darcy. I've seen it so many times I can't even count how many times. But that's my favorite movie. And when I think about Asian movies, because I do differentiate between the two, because you have Western and you have Asian. And my favorite Western Asian movies are 2 actually. One is Kuch Kuch Hota Hai and the other one is Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum. They are Bollywood movies. I have seen them combined maybe 200 times, and I'm not joking, because when they were released, I was in my hometown in South America, and it was on all day. It was on all day, back to back, on every channel, and I was young, so I would sit there and watch it back to back, and by this point I should be fluent in Hindi, you would think. But those are my favorite movies. Fact number 7, favorite music. I don't have a favorite music genre. I like a wide range of music. I do have a favorite group, and that's for sure BTS. I'm an ARMY, OT7 for life. Yes. I just love BTS. I won't go into why I love them because this video will be very long. And when I think of Western artists, the ones that there are 3 that come to mind first. The first one is Alicia Keys. I've loved her ever since I heard Falling on the radio when I was in the car. I still remember that moment. The second one is John Mayer. Also, I've loved him ever since I saw No Such Thing on MTV and thought, who is this man with this husky voice? So I love John Mayer. And Michael Bublé. I love me some Michael Bublé. Also, I still remember the first time I heard him on the radio at home. I was cleaning and I stopped what I was doing and I was feeling good, and his voice just blew me away, and I've been a fan ever since. I've seen all 3 live. I've traveled to see them live. I've seen them more than once. So yeah, those are the artists that I can say that I are my favorite artists. Number 8, my favorite sport. Tennis, definitely my favorite sport. From the time of Andre Agassi, Steffi Graf, Pete Sampras, John McEnroe, up until Rafael Nadal, Novak Djokovic, and my absolute favorite, Roger Federer. I would literally get up at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. to either watch the Australian Open or the US Open. So I would have to say that's my favorite sport. Number 9, my first concert. My first concert was New Kids on the Block. And I still remember I went there with a friend. We weren't too far from the stage. I could see them pretty well. We almost got into a fight because we were like you had the barrier, and there was a line in front of us, and we were in the second one, but there was a girl and she wanted to come in front of us to be, and we were like, no, you're not coming in front of us. I think I was like 16. So yeah, we almost got into a fight at a New Kids on the Block concert, but that was my first concert. Number 10, celebrity crush. The first person that comes to mind is Morris Chestnut. And it's not that I have a crush on him. I just think that he is a very, very beautiful man. From the first time I saw him, I thought, wow. Just wow. Yeah. So, it's a notification. So yeah, Morris Chestnut. I'm ready for Thailand. I'm ready for Thailand. Don't mind my puffy face. Don't mind my puffy face. I just woke up and I'm getting ready for Thailand now. Let's go. So, today is the 21st of December, 2022. It's my birthday. Go, Shawty. It's your birthday. Hey! You know, this tattoo for me symbolizes the end of the old me. And this is the new me. Basically, since February 2019, my life has been a roller coaster of emotions. Mostly sadness and grief. But towards the end, it's been more hopeful and positive and exciting. This light is unforgiving. Good Lord, I am bright. Shine bright like a diamond. Anyway.